They doing it You made it in corn. Mind you, she's done porn. She's in the process of still doing porn, meaning she did it.
Well, first off, I want to say that y'all got to understand that fame is a hell of a drug.
What up, you guys? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be. Go ahead and click that subscribe button to be a part of the Witness gang, to join the Witness Nation 2.0. Let's go. All right, you guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to WhitneyD TV 2.0. This channel, despite WhitneyD TV original being down, this channel is going to be a lot more deep thinking and just a little more on the free for all kind of, if you will. I'm going to be talking about whatever I want to over here, okay? Hopefully nothing gets flagged or gets stricken or anything like that. But if it does, okay, we got backups on backups on backups on backups. No, I'm just playing. But not for nothing, you guys. Make sure that you guys take out the time right now to go over to my main channel, WhitneyD TV, and subscribe, as well as my new channel that I'm actually going to have surrounded by the Witness gang, which is Wit Nation. Head on over there. Go check out my lazy journey, as well as WhitneyD got clips, okay? So if you guys are ever looking for any clips pertaining to your faves or whatever the case may be, you may very well can find them over there on that channel, okay? But not for nothing, let's go ahead and get into today's topic. Let's go. All right, okay, this is going to be a woke watch situation. You know what? I might steal this from Toronto Sun, okay? Shouts out to them. This is actually where I got this article from, okay? Toronto Sun states woke watch, all right? Disney executives want half its characters to be LGBTQ minorities by the end of the year, okay? Now, reported by Danette Wilford, okay, child. This was actually reported a week ago on March 30th, 2022. And the article goes on by saying Disney executives want to see more diversity and inclusivity in their shows and movies, okay? Goes on to say Carrie Burke, president of Disney's General Entertainment Content, led the charge in a company-wide virtual call earlier this week that was posted to Twitter by journalist Christopher Rufo, my bad, y'all. Quote, I'm here as a mother of two queer children, actually one transgender child and one pansexual child. Burke said on the call that was part of Disney's Reimagine Tomorrow campaign. It goes on to say Burke said that she supports the many characters featured who are LGBTQIA, which stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, questioning, intersex, and asexual allies, okay? And this is the particular video in which they're speaking on.
I'm here as a mother of two queer children, actually, one transgender child and one pansexual child, and also as a leader. And that was the thing that really got me, because I have heard so much from so many of my colleagues over the course of the last couple of weeks in open forums and through emails and phone conversations. And I feel a responsibility to speak, not just for myself, but for them, to all of us. We had an open forum last week at 20th where, again, the home of really incredible, groundbreaking LGBTQIA stories over the years, where one of our execs stood up and said, you know, we only have a handful of queer leads in our content. And I went, what? That can't be true. And I realized, oh, it actually is true. We have many LGBTQIA characters in our stories, and yet we don't have enough leads and narratives in which gay characters just get to be characters and not have to be about gay stories. And so that's been very eye-opening for me. And I can tell you, it's something that I feel perhaps had this moment not happened, I as a leader and me as my colleagues would not have focused on. And going forward, I certainly will be more so. I know that we will be, and I hope this is a moment where, shoot, the 50% of the tears, sorry, are coming. We just don't allow each other to go backwards.
All right. In continuation, the article goes on to say Burke was dismayed to learn that the company only had a handful of queer lead characters and asserted that she wanted at least half of Disney's characters to be part of the LGBTQIA community or a visible minority. Okay. Goes on to say in that same call, executive producer LaToya Revenue admitted to pushing a gay agenda for children's animation. Now, as I'm, reading this article, I'm going to be doing my commentary in between so we can get through with the get through. But this is alarming to me. And I know you're probably out there, those that are probably going to be, oh my gosh, it's off with her head. I don't give two craps. I wish that we go back to the times where children's animation, movies and things of that nature wasn't politically geared towards anything. It was just a moment in time where kids can be kids and just enjoy knowledge and just receive nice animated content without the bias of sexuality and all these things of that nature. Be it heterosexual. It's just like you can get cartoons away from any kind of form of sexuality and a cartoon still be good. Just frustrating and irritating to say the least that, nowadays it's already hard enough to keep our children focused and on the right path because they have so much sex out there. And then now, where you think that you're safe, you're not with the children's animation. It goes on to say in the article, in my little pocket of proud family, Disney TVA, the showrunners were super welcoming to my not at all secret gay agenda. Revenue said in another video. And there you have it, folks. For years, you've been hearing the claims of a gay agenda, and the thing is that people denied it. You say something about it, you're considered to be homophobic. And you have people that are in positions of somewhat of power because they're able to dictate what our children see, and what is put out there. Say it's a gay agenda. And everybody wants to believe that there's not, and was your gay agenda, and the thing is that if it doesn't affect a certain atmosphere, why even put it in? That's just like, heterosexual experiences on Disney shows with the prince and the princess. If you're not trying to stir up something in a sense of, because how many of us as young girls thought that a freaking prince was going to save us, or we wanted the knight in shining armor, because that was reflective of the cartoons that we saw, the depiction that we saw in these particular cartoons and things to that nature. You know what I'm saying? So you know what it does, because you wouldn't be aiming so forcefully to make changes in an area like this. If the heterosexuals did it, it can be done with the homosexuals. And my thing is that let this be very clear. I just wish sexuality would be put where it needs to be, and that is in the adult realm and not in any kind of aspect, shape, or form with dealing with kids. Okay? But I concur. The article goes on to say, I was just wherever I could adding queerness. Do you hear this? Do you hear this? Okay. She explained no one would stop me and no one was trying to stop me. Wow, wow, wow. Check this video out.
It's like, I love Disney's content. I grew up watching, all of the classics. They have been a huge, informative part of my life. But at the same time, I worked at small studios most of my career, and I'd heard, you hear whispers. I'd heard things like, oh, they won't let you show this at a Disney show. And I'm like, okay. So I was a little sus when I started. But then my experience was bafflingly the opposite of what I had heard on my little pocket of proud family Disney TVA. the showrunners were super welcoming. Meredith Roberts and like our leadership over there has been so welcoming to like my like not at all secret gay agenda. And so like I feel like I felt like it was, I mean, like maybe it was that way in the past, but I guess like something must have happened in the last like they're turning it around, they're going hard. And then all that like momentum that I felt, like that sense of I don't have to be afraid to like, let's have these two characters kiss, let's in the background this, like I was just wherever I could just basically adding queerness to like if you see anything queer in the show, I'm proud family, but like I just was like no one would stop me and no one was trying.
Yikes, right? I was just adding queerness everywhere and no one would stop me. Again, this is going in your subconscious. I remember my demi-dem was watching, what's this, we don't talk about Bruno, no. That little video, right? She pointed out like a Easter egg all the way in the background in like the stairwell up while they're moving around in that little cathedral, whatever they were at, was in the background. I think Bruno was like moving around, itty bitty. You know what I'm saying? And it blew my mind because subconsciously that is registered in her head. Like, she saw that. I wouldn't have paid that any mind. You know what I'm saying? But they know what they're doing. You heard her. I'm just, anywhere where I can put it, I'm just putting it in there. They wasn't stopping me. Of course not. Because they all have the same agenda. They were just waiting for the masses to get in line with it. But it continues to say, meanwhile, in that same video call, it was revealed that Disney Parks has put the kibosh on terms such as boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen in their greetings to promote gender inclusivity. We've provided training for all of our cast members in relationships to that. So now they know is hello everyone or hello friends. Disney's diversity and inclusion manager Vivian Ward said, we want to create that magical moment with our cast members, with our guests. She continued. And we don't want to just assume because someone might be in our interpretation presenting a female that they may not want to be princess. Now, see, my thing is, I do get that. I get that. I just feel like they're pushing it too far when it comes with the whole sexuality situation, because at the end of the day, yeah. By all means, I'm all for that. Not always, a primp and princessy. You know what I'm saying? Although I was such a girly girl growing up, I wasn't always just in that box. I love to throw the football and things to that nature, So I get that. Not everybody is a princess and prim and things to that nature. And not everybody cares to be rescued or whatever the case may be. But I feel as though that what they're doing is kind of like they said, reimagining the tomorrow. And my thing is that why does tomorrow have to cancel out the yesterday? You feel me? Why me being a wife, me being a woman of God, me being a mother, me being all these things that are fundamentally sound to a woman has to be canceled out because you got people that are in some other kind of lifestyle. I exist. I still exist. And I feel like we're getting erased by the minute. But the article finishes on by saying the diversity and inclusion push comes amid Florida governor, what I tell y'all, politics, Ron DeSantis' new Don't Say Gay policy, which bans teachers in the state from discussing LGBTQ topics like sexual orientation or gender identity with students unless they're in the 4th grade or higher. Disney has denounced the new law and vowed to fight to repeal it. Our goal as a company is for this law to be repealed repealed by the legislature or struck down in the courts. And we remain committed to supporting the national and state organizations working to achieve that, Disney said in the statement. Do you hear this? What I tell y'all, it's politics involved in all of this. You know, and no shade to my LGBTQ plus, subscribers and things of that nature. You do you, because you're grown. Okay? Let me make that very clear. Do you hear this? They want to talk about LGBTQ topics and things of that nature in the school system. Why? But they've taken out. It was a time when I was in school. We had to go to the auditorium. We had to get these waivers because they would talk about STDs, right? And safe sex and things of that nature. And everybody was so appalled about that. But let's be real. We were having sex in high school. Let's stop. You know, the teenage pregnancy rate was through the freaking roof. And so I'm not going to lie. When I would see those videos and the clips and stuff, it grossed me out, baby. I did not want no parts of sex and the ping and all that stuff like that. But you mean to tell me that you're upset at the fact of the matter that it can be younger and be discussed in the school system? 4th grade? If you ask me, if anything, they should be banned from talking up until high school, when really all your life is being questioned at that point in time. And then you're going into adulthood. I don't feel like any kid should be worrying about any kind of topics of that. I don't care if your parents are the same sex or whatever the case may be. That is your home. And what goes on in your home is just that. That's your business. Just like it's my business of how I conduct my household. That's not hate speech. That's just being realistic. And I feel like the way of the world now is not realistic. It's condemning, it's hateful, and it's manipulative. And I don't think people really pay attention to what a person is saying, besides how you're feeling. And I say that because I guarantee you I'll probably have one commenter saying, yo, you're homophobic. And I don't hate anyone. And let's be clear, by definition, that's what homophobia is. It's a form of hatred towards, a gay person. I don't have any hatred. I'm just saying leave my kids alone. Worry about yours, okay? Whatever you decide to incite them with, whatever you decide to educate them with, that's your choice. And just like it's my choice to say, I'm no longer going to allow my kids to watch Disney, because their motives is all politically driven. They're in the process of trying to repeal a law. Like, why is that of any importance to you? Because it goes with the agenda that they're trying to see forward. Why not try to repeal any other laws and regulations against Black people? Against the minority? Anyways, you guys, that is the video. And this is what you guys can expect over here on Whitney D TV 2.0. Okay? No different from Whitney D TV, but over here we get a little bit deeper in thought and we have more of conversations here. So that's what you guys can expect, along with panels and some of the familiar, topics of discussion that I do on Whitney D TV. Okay? I look forward to bringing the views over here, as well as my old Whitney D TV subscribers, as well as the new ones that's going to be coming in to have a dialect. Welcome to Whitney D TV 2.0. I'll see you on the next video. Be blessed.
They doing it You made it in court. Mind you, she's done porn. She's in the process of still doing porn, meaning she did it. Well, first off, I want to say that y'all got to understand that fame is a hell of a drug.